What'd you glean from that?
I think they're ready to win.
I think they're ready to win too, don't you?
Sounds like it.
I think we're ready to see Trevor Lawrence become the person we all thought when we first saw him play at Clemson. And you're like, wow, this guy's going to be the number one pick someday. And he was only a freshman. And it was kind of almost his weird birthright in the NFL that he was going to be a starting quarterback and a superstar in this league. And you see the projections, you see all the fantasy stuff about Jacksonville heading into this year, and it's like, okay, this is it. It's go time for these guys. Travis Etienne proved that he's a really good running back, and Calvin Ridley, apparently, if you just read Twitter, he is dominating camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sure is. I mean,
it's go time.
I think the only worry about Ridley would be, Chris, that he's only played 5 games since 2020.
Yep.
But, like you said, according to what everyone says on Twitter, based on what I saw on a few Twitter clips,
yep,
he has not missed a beat.
Quarterback, running back, wide receivers, tight end. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
As good as a group in the NFL.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
And I think, too, if you look at the age of all those guys, and they're all going to get a chance to grow together in the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I'm, if I gave the quarterback, running back, 3 wide receiver, tight ends of other teams, you'd take this over most of them, wouldn't you? With the coach who knows how to dial it up, too.
Yeah, I mean, you got your Buffalo, Cincinnati, Kansas City, and then I think there's no reason why Jacksonville can't be right there in the top 5.
And you can protect for them, too. This Brandon Sheriff.
Of course, I just said 3 teams in the AFC.
No, I know. I know.
Ahead of them, but yeah.
They have their own Josh Allen on defense.
Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen last year.
The bandwagon's full. That's for sure.
I think so, yeah.
Jaguars, Lions, Super Bowl. Go.
Man, I know it's not sexy on paper right now, but man, that'd be a fun game to watch.
Can you put up the Jacksonville Jaguars schedule, if you don't mind, real quick? Just go deep down the Duval wormhole here. First up against Anthony Richardson, then at Houston. No, pardon me. There first up, and then at home for KC. I mean, right off the bat.
Baby.
Right off the bat. That's got to be. Is that a late window CBS week 2? Let's see.
10 a.m. right now.
No, that's a straight up. That's a straight up 1 p.m. Eastern. Home opener. Look at that. Oh, of course. Late window CBS that day. Jets at Cowboys. My apologies to Jacksonville and Kansas City, but that's.
Come on, Rich. That's us, baby.
Home for Houston. Then they're in London back-to-back weeks. So Buffalo, that is a significant, by the way, disadvantage that Buffalo comes in and Jacksonville's already on London time.
Yeah, they've been there.
Yeah. So that'll be, the Brits are getting a piece of filet mignon with Jacksonville versus Buffalo.
That's a playoff game.
And then they wrap up their season series with Indianapolis right away.
Also, nice 3 wins in a row possibly to end the season for Jacksonville.
What? Again, I am not going to say
Tampa, Carolina, and Tennessee.
Again, I counsel everybody.
Don't sleep on the Titans.
Don't look at a season's schedule through the prism of the previous season. Just don't. Invariably, one of the teams that you think is a dub in the final parts of a season is far from it. Honestly, how many people looking at the 2021 Bengals schedule was like, that's a win? When the Bengals come to town, that's a win. And then Joe Burrow showed up, and it's like, oh okay. Not a win. So I'm just counseling against that. Jacksonville's an incredibly talented team that finished strong with a good coach and a terrific quarterback and a defense that can put the scare in you and turn you over and make it take it to the house, as they proved against Dallas last year. And the whole business of can they do it, can they not, do they have it in them, they're coming into the season saying, oh, we've got it in us, as opposed to the end of last year when, the question was, can they just somehow, some way win a division with the Titans collapsing? Different story. Different story. Clearly, they're the class of this division, with all due respect to Tennessee.
I'm not sure why you had to bring Dallas up, though, because they beat a lot of teams.
That was how they made their bones last year.
I'm just saying, like, you could have said, they
make
beat
your bones
Houston
against Dallas.
31-3, or
Hey, listen, pal,
you just didn't have to throw us in there. Is all I'm saying.
Business of like, don't talk about us, but we're the varsity.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.